Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we make sense of the confusing world of business filings. And let's just say today's filing is about getting the green light for something big. Today we're diving into a crucial announcement from the PNC Financial Services Group, Incorporated, or PNC. They've just received some important approvals that pave the way for a major acquisition. Stick around as we decode what this means for PNC and its future growth. Before we get into the weeds, if you are finding value in these detailed corporate breakdowns, please hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Also, join our Discord community linked in the description below for more exclusive insights and discussions. Alright, let's get straight into it. PNC has just announced that it has received the necessary green lights from regulators to finalize its purchase of FirstBank Holding Company. Think of this like getting all the permits and approvals needed before you can actually buy a house. This is a huge step because it means the deal is much closer to being completed. This news dropped on December 12, 2025, and the big regulatory approvals came from some key players: the Board of Governors of the Federal Reserve System, the Office of the Comptroller of the Currency, and the Colorado Division of Banking. These are the bodies that oversee banks and financial institutions, making sure everything is on the up and up. This acquisition was first hinted at back in September, and now PNC is saying it expects to officially close the deal on January 5th, 2026. So very soon it seems. The exact terms of the deal aren't laid out in this particular filing, but the fact that regulators are approving it tells us it is moving forward smoothly. Now, why is this acquisition so important for PNC? Well, buying another company, especially a bank, can do a lot of things. It can expand their reach into new geographic areas or customer segments. It can also lead to cost savings and synergies, meaning the two companies combined can operate more efficiently than they did separately. It is all about growing and becoming stronger. This filing is mainly about keeping everyone informed under what is called Regulation FD, or Fair Disclosure. It is all about making sure that important information is shared with everyone at the same time, not just a select few big investors. So PNC is just letting the public know, hey, we got the approvals, we're good to go. Now, the report does go into a lot of detail about what are called forward-looking statements. And honestly, this is a really important part of these filings. Companies have to tell you what they think might happen in the future, but they also have to warn you that things could go differently. They use a lot of words like anticipate, expect, will, and could to describe potential future outcomes. They're basically saying, hey, this acquisition is planned and we're aiming for it to be successful, but there are always risks. Things like the cost of the deal being higher than expected or unexpected problems during the integration process of the two companies. They also mention the dilution caused by issuing more stock, which means existing shareholders might own a smaller piece of the pie unless the deal brings in a lot more value. They're being very upfront about the fact that how people react to this merger, whether it is customers, suppliers, or even their own employees, can have a big impact. If people aren't happy or if there is a lot of uncertainty, it can create problems. They also point out that if certain conditions in the merger agreement aren't met, the deal could be terminated. And a crucial detail here, they're saying they don't promise to update everyone if these future predictions change. It is a way for them to manage expectations and legal liabilities. They're providing a lot of information, but also setting boundaries on what they'll be responsible for in the future. While this filing is primarily about the regulatory news and the forward-looking statements, it is worth noting that they are also attaching a press release as an exhibit. This press release would contain more of the official announcement details about the approval. So what is the story here? PNC is making a strategic move to grow. They've secured the major regulatory hurdles for acquiring FirstBank. The deal is expected to close early next year. This is not just about getting bigger. It is about positioning PNC for future success in the financial landscape. Now, for my take on all this, PNC is clearly playing the long game here with this acquisition. Getting regulatory approval is a massive win and signals confidence from the authorities that this deal is sound. The emphasis on forward-looking statements is standard practice for these kinds of significant corporate actions, but it is good that they're being transparent about potential risks. The biggest challenge for any merger is always the integration phase. Successfully combining two companies can be incredibly complex and requires careful management to avoid disruptions and to actually realize those hoped for cost savings and synergies. The key opportunity for PNC will be how well they can absorb FirstBank's operations and customer base without alienating anyone or losing momentum themselves. The risks are clear. The integration could be bumpy, the market conditions could change, or unforeseen regulatory issues could still arise. However, the fact that they've gotten this far suggests they've done their homework. In conclusion, PNC's move to acquire FirstBank is a bold step towards expansion. The regulatory approvals are a strong positive signal, and while challenges lie ahead in the integration process, the strategic intent is clear. This could very well be a game changer for PNC if executed well. Alright, that is our breakdown of this important PNC filing. What do you think about this acquisition and what it means for the future of banking? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this analysis helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more. And don't forget to join our Discord community linked in the description. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.